Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Esther and this is Q-Est Fashion Hub. If you're new here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, you are also welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful crop top on the thumbnail with the mixture of an Ankara. So you can decide to use an Ankara for just the front, but for me I want it to be at one side of the front and also one side of the back. So you can use a plain fabric, you can use a crepe fabric, a mikado fabric that is plain, you can use a senator fabric, whichever fabric is fine. So this is the Ankara I'm using, and you're going to need like 1 yard of Ankara for it. Okay, so for me I want it to be one side of the front and one side of the back. So you're going to cut your fabric and join the front, one black, one Ankara for the front, for the back too, one black, which is the plain fabric, and then the Ankara at the front. And then the difference between the front and the back is just 1 inch for the zipper allowance. Okay, so you're going to join the front together like this, but the back is not going to be joined because of the zipper. Okay, so you're going to have 2 pieces at the back but 1 piece at the front, and this is the zipper I'm going to be using, invisible zipper. So you can use any zipper of your choice. Now for the length of the crop top, I want my length to be 18 inches after I'm done sewing. So what I have here is 19.5. I'm going to be using 1 inch to hem the lower part and then half an inch to join the shoulder. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to just take my length, which is 19.5, like I said, including all my seam allowances. Okay, so now I'm going to take the back measurement. My back measurement is 14, divided by 2 is 7, and I'm going to add half an inch to it for my joining allowance, my seam allowance. So all your measurements will start from the center front, which is the joining at the center front. I'm using 3 inches for my neck width. For the front neck depth, I'm using 4 inches for it. So I'm using 3 inches by 4 for the front, and for the back I'm going to use 3 inches by 1.5. so you could use 2 inches or 1.5, okay, depending on your size. Okay, if you're a plus size, you can use 3.5 instead of 3 inches for your own. Okay, so I'm just going to create my front and back neckline like you can see me do on the screen. So once you're done, come down by 1 inch for your shoulder slope and then just connect it into the neck line like this. So once you're done connecting the shoulder slope, you're going to take your armhole depth. So for me, my armhole depth is 7.5. so if you don't know how to calculate it, just go ahead and divide your bust by 6 and add 1.5 to it. Okay, bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. so and rule it straight down, or you can measure your back measurements divided by 2 plus half an inch at that point also, and then just draw it into a straight line like you can see me do. So once you're done, divide whatever you have there into 2 equal parts and then mark the midpoint like you can see me do on the screen. So once you're done marking the midpoints, just go ahead and come in by half an inch. I'm using the same armhole for both front and back. Okay, just come in and mark half an inch and then divide your bust by 4. Remember that all your measurements should start from that joining, not your zipper allowance. Okay, so I'm placing both front and back together and I'm cutting both the front and back. Okay, so at this point you're going to connect the 3 points together, okay, like you can see me do. Now after that, now I'm going to add 1 inch for ease allowance and 1 inch for my sewing allowance. 1 inch for ease, 1 inch for my sewing allowance. After that, just measure whatever you have there and then take it all the way down straight. You're not going to shape on it. Okay, you're just going to take it all the way down to the hem line of the top. Okay, if you don't want to take it that way, just measure whatever you have there and then impute it at that hem line also, and then just draw a straight line like you can see me do on the screen. So once you're done connecting your line, so we're just going to go ahead now and start cutting. So we're going to start by cutting the back neckline like this. Okay, and then the shoulder and then the lower part, we're just trimming it like this, and then we're just going to go ahead and cut our armhole. Remember I said I'm using the same armhole for both front and back. So once I'm done cutting the back neckline, I'm going to remove the back panel and then cut the neckline for the front. So this is what we have when we are done cutting. So right now we're going to go ahead and cut the sleeve. So this is the remaining fabric that I have, the Ankara fabric. So I'm just going to fold it into 2 and then fold again into 4 because I'm cutting both sleeves together. Okay, so once I'm done, I'm going to draw my starting line. Okay, so once I'm done drawing my starting line, first I'm going to measure my sleeve length, which is 8 inches. I'm going to be adding 2 inches for hemming allowance. I'm using 1.5 for hemming allowance and ½ inch for the joining at the top. So I'm going to mark my armhole depth at this point and add my allowance. So I used my allowance, whatever allowance you added to the clothes, your ease allowance and your sewing allowance, so add it to your armhole depth at this point. Okay, so once I'm done doing that, I'm just going to place it this way and then just go ahead. I'm going to mark the midpoint of the armhole depth and then I came down by 4 inches like this, and then I'm going to connect the points together to create an inverted S, like you can see me do on the screen. So once I'm done, I'm going to take my round sleeve at this point. My round sleeve is 12 and then I'm adding my sewing allowance also and then connecting it together like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and confirm whatever I have there if it's going to fit my armhole depth. So what I have there is just perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting my sleeve like you can see me do. Okay, so once I'm done cutting my sleeve, so I have my 2 sleeves here and this is my front and my back panel. So this is the front panel. Okay, I'm going to now join the front to the back like this, like you can see me do. So like I said, the back panel is 2 pieces, okay, and the front is just 1 piece because we have joined the front panel. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and join the shoulder by ½ inch like this. So we're going to join our shoulders by ½ inch. So at this point I was done joining my shoulder, can you see? So the next thing we're going to do now is to use a bias to pipe the neck. If you like, you can cut a facing for your own, but I'm going to just use a bias to pipe the neck. So this is how to do it. You're just going to place right side facing right side and then we're going to stitch on it. After we are done, we're going to flip it to the back and then top stitch on it like this. After that, you're just going to go ahead and then first of all we're going to hem our sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to fold half and then fold 1. Okay, remember I added 2 inches when I was cutting, so I'm going to hem the sleeve. After hemming the sleeve, I'm going to go ahead and notch the midpoint of my sleeve like this, and then after notching the midpoint of my sleeve, I'm just going to go ahead and then I'm going to attach my sleeve, attach my sleeve to the armhole like this. So on the midpoint I'm going to sew all the way. So at this point I was on piping the neckline and then attaching my sleeve to the bodice. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is to align it like this and close the side by 1 inch. Remember that's the allowance we added when we were cutting. Okay, so once you're done, you're going to go ahead and then hem the lower part. I'm using half and another half for the lower part. Okay, so now we're going to fix our sleeve, our zipper, sorry. So now before we fix the zipper, we're going to close the back like this, like you can see. Okay, so this is the back panel. I'm going to mark 8 inches for my zipper opening. Okay, so I'm going to mark 8 inches for the zipper opening like this, and then from that point I'm going to stitch all the way down by 1 inch because that is the zipper allowance, and then I'm going to mark 8 inches, which is my zipper space where I'm going to be attaching my zipper, and then I'm going to attach the zipper and then go ahead and hem the lower part. So this is it, guys. Can you see the final look of the crop top? If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a beautiful comment and share this video. My name is Esther and this is Q-Est Fashion Up. Give us a beautiful thumbs up and share this video with your loved ones. I love you and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't stop learning, keep learning. Bye.